Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the world right now, welcome to the 468th episode of the Hospital Podcast. So yeah, big salute to everyone that's been supporting the podcast. Big salute to everyone in the chat. I'm just going to give some shout outs now to Tep5UO, for Fjorda Matjuk. What a name that is, Jesus. Arthwin, really good to see you guys. And Sniffle Blocks, you've got frequent podcasts with me, so you can't get rid of me yet, right? And I'm going to open up with a track from my mixtape, which came out in 2021. This track is called The Connection. It's featuring the amazing vocalist Charli Brix and, of course, the legend Dan Newtone. And yeah, 468, good to see you guys. I would say let's get drunk, but I'm actually drinking water today, so, you know, Degs is a changed man.
Guidelines to restore it, got some news that changed my life, man. Yeah. A childhood friend had gone, and the reason for his passing is he felt he didn't belong, and that was fucking hard to take. I spent most of my days on stage trying to process information that was lodged in my domain, but I performed, cause music was the thing that kept me sane. Sharing love to all these people gave me something to regain. Was supposed to be the summer of love, but this relationship was toxic, felt like pulling the plug. Cause when your partner is jealous of all the movements you're on, man, that's a red flag for real. Hella deluded I was, so in the end we broke away and I began the road to healing. Was a blessing in disguise, the time apart was so revealing. I was back on the road, playing from city to city, still I had grief in my chest. Won't paint a picture that's pretty, but then I met you one night. Oh Lord, yeah, fixate my gaze on one side, internal flames they ignite. I found a good thing despite that year been hard to find peace. So when you're holding a burden, you try find ways to release. That's where your soul it came in, and my endorphins increased. I had a shoulder to lean on, you had a heart that was clean. You found a space in between.
So yeah, once again, I want to give a massive shout out to everyone in the comments right now. Arthwin has called me boring because I'm not drinking beer today. And do you know what, Arth, my friend? You're actually right. I do feel pretty boring. Big up Mel, big up Nicholas Paul. It was my pleasure to sign your vinyl in Pittsburgh. Looking forward to coming out to the US again in January. Big up Taryn, big up Kim Veer, big up Hans, big up Lee Gardner, Amir Banks, Pavel Wodninas. By the look of your beer emoji, my friend, it looks like you'll be drinking beer. Anyway, this track, Commix, Emily's Smile. Let's go. Yes, I love to see the chat popping today. Big up Jacob. Big up my Polish gang, Tony Abel Paul. Big up my friend. Shocking Venus, Petrol Club, Antwerp crew. Good to see you, my friend. Big up Mario Ramirez, Nexus Time. Babakaya. Nexus Time, my friend. Big up, I absolutely agree. Like I said to you guys, right? You're locked into Hospital Podcast number 468 with myself, Degs. And I've actually got a couple of really special announcements about a couple of projects that I really like. But before I talk about those. Someone just asked me a question. Who will win this Saturday in UFC? Charles Oliveira or Islam Makhachev? I think Makhachev's going to do it, man. I think he's going to finish him. But don't hold me to it. So yeah, there's a really, really special project that's come together from this amazing drum and bass community that we have. And instead of trying to explain it in my own stupid way, I'm going to actually just read the mission statement, or the statement, whatever you want to call it. And it's all about, I don't know if you guys have seen recently, there's been some floods in Pakistan. And you know, the floods in Pakistan have devastated nearly half the country, with over 1,200 dead, unfortunately, millions displaced. So to help the people of Pakistan in the best way possible, the drum and bass community has come together to help the people in the country. So it's headed up, this project, by Pixis and Irie, who is from Sri Lanka himself, so for near that kind of part of the world, to help raise funds for the organisations that are working on the ground there. And there's a 93-track album from, you know, artists on Dispatch, Cyberfunk, Hospital, Grand Theft Auto, Crunk Collective, MC Recordings, Ram, Solvent, Unchained. So I'm going to start with someone quite close to home, and this guy is called Etherwood. And this is a beautiful piece of music. This one is called Yanomi, and this album is available now on Bandcamp. Obviously, all the proceeds go towards the charities in Pakistan. So yeah, please support if you can. There's some great tracks on here. Coming up next, some new music from a man like Hugh Hardie. And yeah, this track is called Blush. It's featuring an incredible vocalist called Zara Kershaw. Absolutely love this one, man. So yeah, big up Baba, big up Noel, big up D-Bro, my friend. Good to see you. Big up Ayrton. One of my favourite Formula One drivers of all time is called Ayrton Senna. So yeah, I love Brazil. I love Formula One. I love drum and bass. There's lots of things I love.
to climb it.
So yeah, this track right here by an artist called HLZ, and it's called Iverson. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to remind you guys about this project. So the project for this Pakistan, basically it's for the Pakistan charities that are on the ground at the moment. It's called Floodlight. It's out right now on Bandcamp. Obviously, I've not got my phone and like technology here, but what I'll do is at the end of this podcast, I'll put all the links in the chat. We'll make sure it's all in the description. Like I said, there's 93 tracks from people as far wide as London Electricity, and to be honest, it's actually one of my favorite projects that anyone's put together recently. So one thing I love about the drum and bass community is that everyone has come together from all corners of the scene, all different subgenres and styles, to put together this amazing project. And hopefully we can help some people. And it's honestly one of the reasons why I love drum and bass so much, man, because we all seem to be one family, and that's the way it should be, man. Yeah, and once again, absolutely massive shout out to Pixis and to Irie, straight from Sri Lanka, who put this project together. Like I said, man, I'm proud of all you guys, and everyone that was involved with the project, I'm proud of all you, man. This one's a skill song. Music from Osmani Soundz. This one's called Crush. Ready, my friend. Pick up yourself, man. So yeah, there's a gentleman in the comments, Grady, and I was traveling down to Brighton. I believe it was on Saturday for a friend of mine's birthday. And yeah, really, really nice guy. Came up to me, said hello, had a little chat about music, and says that he's a fan of the podcast. So it's really good to see you in the comments, my friend. And I'll tell you what, if anytime you want to come to a show, just hit me up on Instagram and I'll sort you out some guest lists. Right, people, I think it's time for some new DRS, you know? Yeah, big up Danny. He said, DRS, are we in F1?
Track those vicious words we screamed enough. While our perfect world is peeling acts for followers on socials, almost swallowers left open books while struggling to cope when dealing with these rats. Struggling to cope when dealing with these rats. Egos bruising, choosing issues past to reenact. I want you back. Can't hear the music we once lost it to. It's not the tune that's different, now I want you back. Everything is changing in this world, the rearrangements never be the same. I want you back. Words are only worth the screens they're written on, and sent to those committed to a love that's lost. Believe me, I just want you back. Close my eyes, I see you.
I want to give a massive shout out to Simon Wakely from Brighton Town. Big up yourself, my friend. Also a massive shout out to Viewer, drum and bass music, DJ, producer, all-round legend, straight from Mexico. I'll see you in March, my friend.
We need to set this right.
Yeah, big up William, man. Right, let's go. I got you, Danny, man, don't worry. So obviously right now is the world famous Amsterdam dance music event, which is on, believe it or not, George, it's on in Amsterdam. Can you believe that? I'll tell you what, there's no false advertising around here, my friend. Big up Shift C from Russia, man. Big up Kaibutsu from Paris. And yeah, sorry, the reason why I kind of interrupted this beautiful tune. This track is by HumaNature from Portugal. It's called Circles. And I'm going to play something really, really, really fun from an artist called Grey Code. And this track is called Actress. I hope you like this one, man. Big up the Texas D&B crew. Once again, you are locked into the Hospital Podcast, episode 468 with the Kenyan. Let's go. Right, who's ready for some DRS and Calibre? New music, let's go.
The embers rain upon our heads while fires rage and burn. They never said we'd have to pay for all those lazy summers. The embers rain upon our heads while fires rage and burn. And all these words we couldn't say that made these days. It's like we're living past the last control. Like everybody just forgot their soul. And all the roads you're there, but I won't roll. I don't roll. It's like we're living past the last control. Like everybody just forgot their soul. And all the roads you're there, but I won't roll. I don't roll.
Thank you so much, Valaire, my friend. George, we played Norwich on Friday, which is actually where my girlfriend's from, funnily enough. And yeah, I had a really, really good time, man. I thought that club was amazing, but why does it only shut at 2 o'clock in the morning, man? That's normally when I start drinking. Big salute to everyone in the chat. I think it's time for some logistics, right? Now, because I've got so many of you guys and girls in the chat right now. What's the name of this tune? The first one. You know, I'll tell you what, you get guest lists to whatever show you like. The winner is DJ Mind. Hit me up on Instagram, my friend. Wherever I am in your area, let's have a beer and you can listen to my really terrible jokes. Right, I'm going to play something next from a very, very good friend of mine and someone that I've looked up to for years and years and years. A man like Mampi Swift. You ready for this one, right? Salute to Vault. Says Degsy is a little bit less talkative than usual. Am I okay? Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because I'm not drinking beer, I'm drinking water. So we're, I'm kind of concentrating on the music, but also because some people are like, Degs bro, stop talking all the time, please.
Load up the rhythm and squeeze up the button. Load up the rhythm and squeeze up the button. Load up the rhythm, load up the rhythm. Load up the rhythm and squeeze up the button. Load up the rhythm and squeeze up the button. Load up the rhythm and squeeze up the button. Load up the rhythm, load up the rhythm. Load up the rhythm and braka, braka, braka.
Big up, my friend.
Load up the
Yes, yes. See, I want to give a massive shout out to Danny, massive shout out to Vault, to Groomon, big love from France, to Fortune. Hello Degs, first time on the live podcast. I'm so happy to see you here, my friend. Big up Eric. Yeah, you're a little bit late, my friend, but I won't charge you, I promise. Big up Amian, what a name that is. Lee Gardner, big up yourself, my friend. Big up Shift C as well. It's really, really good to see you guys. Thank you so much for locking in. Yes, Alexander, good to see you, my friend. Right, cut out next, some new music from Waves.
I ain't trying to win it. My respect, now I ain't trying to win it.
I'm going to keep it a little bit crunchy for you guys, right? Hospital Podast 468. Let's go. Yes, Nicholas, pick up my friend. I will do my best for you, man. So yeah, if you've just locked into the podcast right now, you'd obviously realize that I've been playing a lot of music from this amazing project called Floodlight, which is in aid of the Pakistan floods. And they've already raised a lot of money, so I'm going to play something else. Let's go. big salute to Vision Obi, man. This track is an absolute banger. It's called Wayside, featuring an artist called Mikal, and I believe it is out right now. So go and cop this. Like I say on every single podcast. George, what's wrong with me? I've not even been drinking today, man. He's just shaking his head in the background. I will put the full track list in the comments for you guys, just so you know exactly all the great music that I've been playing today.
Shiver down your spine, something in the air feels right. No rules apply. Once in a while, fall by the wayside. The end is nigh. Unpretender guys who befriend the lie. Life's for transcending time. I lend an eye. I got free, so I bend the line. Surrender my mind. No hidden agenda. Here to spend it when I speak what I know. Everyday model of fucked up society by the wayside. You know.
Yeah, big salute to Bulgaria, man. That's what I love to see. Do you know, it's a country I've always wanted to visit, Bulgaria. So I'm hoping somebody book us, please. You know. George, that thing that happens in the comments, right? Tinder hot XYZ. This happens all the time. Best adult dating site. Guys, just do me a favor and don't click on that, please. Party people. I believe it is that time. George, it is that time. Yeah. Hospital Podcast number 468. It's that time. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the people around the world, it is time for the Degs exclusive.
That's right. That's right, baby. It's the Degs exclusive time. So for you guys, I've got something with a supremely long intro because, you know, I like to switch things up. And it's from one of my favorite artists at the moment. His name is Justin Hawkes, previously known as DJ Flight or Flight, but now he goes by Justin Hawkes. He's just put out an album called Existential, and this is the title track. And this honestly is a beautiful piece of music, a great piece of sound design, really, really musical, but also bangs when it drops. I'm not going to ruin any more of it. I'm just going to let you guys come on this journey with me. But like I said, welcome to everyone that is locked in to the Hospital Podcast. Thank you. I really do appreciate your support and your presence. And yeah, this track is Justin Hawkes, Existential. And you know what? Big up the American gang, man.
Its final breath to silence, and the banners fallen and past torn asunder. Will you still be there for me? My love, the storm in my mind, lightning and fire and thunder.
Wow. The reason why I didn't mix out of this is I was just getting lost in the vibe. That is an amazing piece of music. Can you just get some fire emojis in the chat for Justin Hawkes? Go and check out his music. And you know what? He's also a really, really, really top guy. So I'm going to continue and play some more music from the Floodlight compilation. Like I said earlier, 93 tracks, all for charity. I want to give a massive shout out to Pete Overview, Tom Flex Out, and Aaron Influence. Also James Solar, who helped out with some of the mastering, some of the licensing. And this track I'm going to play is by an artist called Duo Science, and it's I'm With You. But like I said, Justin, man, look at the response, bro. It's sick. I'm going to give a massive shout out to Lee Gardner's little boy Tommy. Tommy, my friend, I hope one day, when you're old enough of course, you can come raving with us. And yeah, we'll have a really, really great time. I'm sure drum and bass is still going to be about, let's be honest, right? I don't know about you guys, but I think it's time for some more DRS. Let's go. Yeah. This track is called Summer. It's featuring a vocalist called Tyler Daly, who I think genuinely has the best voice I've ever heard live, and another fantastic artist called Dogger. So yeah. Summertime in winter. Fuck it, let's do this.
You remind me of summer, all those memories of yesterday. Why'd you have to change? You remind me of summer, but you're cold just like November rain. Who's the one to blame?
Summer's got nothing on you. I said summer's got nothing on you at all. I found a core, wasn't that rotten, forgotten, whispers tattered on walls. Whether you call me autumn, taking the fall while implicating us all. Summer's got way too much she needs to answer for. Struggling getting words out while I'm counting pennies off the floor. Maybe we should pick this up sometime when I get back off tour. Summer's got nothing on you. I said summer's got nothing on you at all. I found a core, wasn't that rotten, forgotten, whispers tattered on walls. Whether you call me autumn, taking the fall while implicating us all. Summer's got way too much she needs to answer for. Struggling getting words out while I'm counting pennies off the floor. Maybe we should pick this up sometime when I get back off tour. When I get back off tour.
When I come home, you remind me of summer, all those memories of yesterday. Why'd you have to change? Yeah, you remind me of summer, but you're cold just like November rain. Who's the one to blame?
So yeah, I want to give a shout out to UK Penguins. Are there any penguins in the UK? I don't know. I'm looking at producer George and he ain't got a fucking clue, to be fair. Big salute to all you guys. That last track, Summer by DRS featuring Tyler Daly and Dogger. This track is called Paradise Lost by Alpha Rhythm and Pixis. Oh wow, big up Alpha Rhythm in the chat, man. Absolute legend. Been lucky to spend a bit of time with him on a couple of occasions now. Seem to remember me and him with our dancing shoes at Hospitality on the beach in Albania. And yeah, this track here is another track from Floodlight. There's so many good tunes, 93 tunes, all for charity, man. So yeah, go cop that. Yeah, once again, big shout out to Alpha Rhythm and Pixis. Big salute to all the lovely comments that we're seeing in the chat right now, apart from obviously Tinder Hot XYZ, best adult dating website. Don't click on that one, man. So yeah, up next, I'm going to play something from a good friend of mine, my brother, my kaka, which is Swahili for brother. And he's an artist called Kimyon Law. Obviously, I've played a lot of his music on this podcast before. And you guys know that, you know, I'm a big fan of his. This EP that, you know, one of the tracks I'm going to play is from an EP called Mandarin, which obviously means orange, and it's out on his own record label called Plus 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 Music. Now, I don't know how many musicians we've got in the chat, right, but honestly, going it alone is one of the most daunting things that anyone can do, it's particularly if you've already released on other labels, and it's something I really, really respect Kimyon Law for. And not only is his music is absolutely amazing, and yeah, this track that I'm going to play is called Soul. It's featuring an artist called Ilin. And yeah, I absolutely love this one, man. It's so different. It's so amazing. He's also got another track on there called Chungwa, which, as a relatively decent speaker of Swahili, means orange, and Mawa, which means flowers. But yeah, do you know what? I'm going to shut up and I'm actually just going to play this music, man, because it's absolutely beautiful. Big up George, my friend. I'll promise you I will get some Alex Perez and some Spectrasol in the next podcast. I'm actually going to write it down. Right, Kimyon Law, let's go. Honestly, guys, I can't stress enough how much I love Kimyon Law's music. So, so good. Yeah, big up Lightwise. Yes, I have some new music coming very, very soon. I can't say too much about it, but it's within the next couple of weeks, so hopefully it's good. Because you never know, I might put it out and everyone's just like, Degs, bro, that fucking sucks. And then I'll just go back to sales.
What is the self-design art? What do I love?
Pixis DMV in the house. Honestly, Pixis, it's really nice to have you in the chat. Honestly, this Floodlight project, 93 tracks. If it was up to me, I'd play every single track. But I can't, because I think producer George wants to go home at some point. Is that right? Yeah, at some point. But yeah, please guys, go and cop it. It's for a great cause out in Pakistan. And yeah. And that's what we do, right? Drum and bass community. We're humans and we spread love. And someone asked, played the Rude Sandstorm. One of these days, I'm going to do that, you know. Yeah, shout out Dreamland. And yeah, keeping on the theme of Floodlight, one of the other organisers of this amazing charity project called Irie from Sri Lanka, he's got a tune on there called Stories from Kailash Valley. I don't know where Kailash Valley is, but after hearing this, I really want to visit it. And yeah, I got to play this, man. This is absolutely beautiful. This is one of my favourite tracks on the project. So a big salute to everyone in the comments. David, Volt, Chris G, Jason, Swain, Amain, Hyper Eagle. So many of you amazing guys, man. Yeah, big up Mr. Pollard, big up Emma B. All the gang inside, man. Yes, Dimitri, big up my friend. Big up viewer. So yeah, this track coming in is by an artist called Madcap, and this track is called Come Around.
You made me come around.
So yeah, we are coming towards the last few tunes of the podcast. Obviously, the main focus today has been on the Floodlight project, but of course we've had some new music from DRS, from Visionobi, from all sorts of people. And I'm going to put all the track list in the comments at the end of the podcast. So yeah, last few ones for myself. Thank you so much for locking on. This is the Hospital Podcast with myself, Degs, episode 468. So yeah, let's do this. Something fresh, something new.
Comme ça, big suit so pink, I'll break it. Comme ça.
Oh! And I mistakenly pressed the wrong deck. Party people, I was actually going to name what the last couple of tunes were, but we've come to the end very, very quickly. So those last couple of tunes were Lens, Feels Like, and it's the Workforce remix. And that last tune was DRS and T95, ComC, which means what? What does that mean? Can we just put, some Fs in the chat for the fact that I pressed the wrong deck? Okay, so we are coming towards the end of the podcast. I've got one more tune to play. Obviously, if you've locked into this podcast before, you'll probably know that I'm probably going to lie to you. So, I mentioned earlier that we've had this Kim Yeon-Law project, which is out on Mandarin. It's +++ music. This track is called Mauer. And yeah, man, this one is absolutely amazing. It's a little bit different. I really, really hope you guys like this. There's lots of Fs in the chat for Degs pressing the wrong deck. It doesn't always happen. Has that happened before? Have I done it before? I don't know. Like, someone's going to go back through all the podcasts and be like, you know what, Degs, you've actually done this before. But anyway, Hospital Podcast, episode 468. Thank you guys so much for locking on. Of course, let me play one more tune from Kim Yeon-Law, and then you never know, might even get a last one. and I've just been told that Comc mean is not so good. Just like that last mix. Incredible tune, man. So yeah, like I said, go check it out. Mandarin EP on +++ Music. Big salute to Kim Yun-Law. Yes, yes. Do you know what's really nice? You know, when you play something that's a little bit different and then you look at the comments and you see people are really receptive of it, and this is incredible. Like, I really, really love this EP. So yeah, shouts to Kim Yun-Law. I'd love to jump in the studio with him at some point. So yeah, unfortunately, people, we have reached the end of the podcast. Hopefully, I've only got one more deck to press, so I can't fuck this up from here, can I? Can I? It is possible, George, it's possible. So obviously recently, I say recently, but you know, within the last few weeks, we lost a hip hop legend. And you know, recently I've been kind of ending a lot of these podcasts on something like music that basically was, you know, influenced me when I was growing up. I know it's the Hospital Podcast, not the Degs podcast, but, you know, hear me out a little bit. It's just because, you know, I feel that hip hop music and that kind of like sound that predated dance music, acid techno, etc., was a massive influence and a massive catalyst for D&B music. I feel like all this music kind of flows together, right? So this track is called Gangsta's Paradise. Rest in peace to Coolio, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this one.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying in chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my tin in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster set tripping banker. And my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Power and the money, money and the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour, everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I got to learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck, fool. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you
Thank you guys so much. Hospital Podcast 468. Be safe out there. Make sure you go and cop the Floodlight Project. Help your fellow human being. Be good to each other. Stay safe. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Much love.